to get started. So again, thank you so much for helping us with Great Teachers. What I'm gonna do, Amy, you got anything you want to say before we go straight into the presentation?
No, hello. Sorry, it was just running late. So many
Oh,
things
not
today.
at all, not at all. All right, so I'm just gonna again, I'm recording the session, but I do have a presentation that I'll just share with you folks to just kind of go over some of the main ideas and some of the latest bits of information. Can everybody see that okay? You guys can? Okay. All right. So this year, Amy and I are co-coordinators for the Great Teachers. As you know, Amy's from Kapi'olani. She's a professor over for the host, and then I'm here at Leeward Community College for the Innovation Center. Um, General information. So these are the dates for Great Teachers. It's 1 month earlier. So we're trying a June date, and mostly it was because of the room availability. But I'm thinking I might like the June. So we're gonna test it out, see how it goes. It works better with Dave Sherrill's schedule actually to do it in June. So we'll be testing it out. What that does mean though is it pushes everything up for us in terms of recruitment and getting people registered. So it'll be June 16th through June 21st. So that's a Monday through Saturday. It officially starts at 4 p.m. on Monday. And then everyone will stay as they normally have until 12 p.m. on Saturday. And then we'll say ohuiho to them. Again, it'll still be at the Kilauea military camp. So we're working with them again. And then our staff, we have our facilitators already, and we'll be arriving the day before on Sunday, June 15th. Some more info for you folks. So Della and the UHCC system is once again sponsoring this event. So we're really super, super grateful to Della for believing in it. Um, Again, it's going to be closed pretty much just for UHCC employees. We did a survey last summer, and majority of them liked the fact that it was just UHCC. Some people wanted, other, people from the continent or whatnot, but most, vast majority did like it to be just the UHCC employees. And the only difference, and then there'll be 10 staff, which includes Dave Sherrill, as you folks know. The only difference may be that we may be opening up 5 seats, and this is per Della's request, to the Pacific Post-Secondary Education Council colleges. So that's Micronesia, Palau, American Samoa, Marshall Islands, and what's the other one? And Guam. So we haven't advertised with them yet though, because we've been asking Della how does she want to invite them, or does she want us to just send flyers to them? So once we get word how she wants us to do it, we'll offer it to them. But it'll just be 5 seats, and again, 40 will be for our people here in Hawaii. And then once again, travel is going to be done the same way at the campus level. And then paperwork is just routed to Leeward, our business office. Sometimes it gets routed to me, not all the time, but sometimes it ends up with me, and then it goes to business office at Leeward, since we're the ones that are managing the account. Okay, and then the main thing is we just got to get people to Hilo before the conference starts and after the conference ends. Anybody have questions about this so far? Everyone okay?
Is my mic working? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, can hear you, Red.
Okay. All right, just making sure I was there. Also, the dates suck for me. I'm teaching summer classes.
Oh,
They are
shucks.
synchronous and asynchronous, so if you don't mind me taking time out and teaching during the
Oh, well, we did have a couple people who are, I think they were teaching asynchronous though, in the summer that came to Great Teachers. So they did it at night or whatever. So if you do have some synchronous might be tough though, unless it's after hours or something. But shucks, yeah. So I know we're just trying out these dates. We'll see what if we end up staying with June though. But yeah, shucks,
No,
Red.
it's fine. Again,
Yeah,
it's more important to make sure we're getting people there. Maybe
yeah.
there's a way to find a way to get me there without having to worry about that. So we'll
That would
figure it
be
out.
that would be lovely. That'd be lovely. So hey Joyce, welcome.
Thank you. Sorry for being late. I came from another
No
meeting.
worries. Yeah, no worries, no worries. And we're recording this, Joyce. So we just had you didn't miss much and stuff. Just like the dates are the June June 16th to June 21st. Again, it's closed to UHCC employees. We may offer spaces to 5 people from the Pacific Post-Secondary Ed Council. That's like Guam, American Samoa, Micronesia, Marshall Islands, and Palau. But that basically catches you up. So, but we do have the the recording that you can watch later too. So our Pukua request to you all would be again to just kind of hype and promote the event. And then you guys again will be the ones just selecting who comes. And the only difference when we're doing our debriefing with Della, the only suggestion she had for us was when we make the selection, just run it by our chancellors. So she said like one of the chancellors was like, hey, I didn't know who was going, kind of thing. So she said, yeah, she's all just run it by them, just as a courtesy before you submit it to me and Amy. Yeah. You folks will be the campus liaison. So in case there's questions, and you folks can always bring it to myself and Amy, who are the co-chairs. And then I'm going to be meeting with all the fiscal officers on February 14th. So I'll be going over this and trying to answer some of their questions too. So, but they'll be prepped, and my business office is ready to go. So we've already met, and they're gonna run it the way they did last year. So travel will be done by each of the campuses, but then final approval is routed through Leeward. And then our business office was there to also help troubleshoot. But they were even saying, travel procedures might differ slightly from campus to campus. So it's not like they feel like they have jurisdiction to say, oh no, you guys got to do it this way. They're like, no, let the campus do it the way they do it, run the forms they do. They just, but if they have any questions about the account or anything like that, they can help. And I think Kelly Belina, she was our travel person in our business office. She helped a couple of business offices during the stuff, but everything pretty much went okay. Any questions about this? Joyce, do you know if we'll go back to Nicole again to ask her to do it, or should I reach out to the Maui business office and see how, or the secretary, or I don't know. Because I think last time, I think it was Nicole who did it. And Nick?
I'll find out.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then did you cover how many we have per campus?
Oh, not yet. We'll get to that. So
Okay,
it's pretty much, I think it's the same as, oh, look at you, as if you were a plant. So here we go. This is the seat distribution. So again, I just go with the 2025 numbers, percentage of faculty in comparison to the overall percentage, and then determine the number of seats. So I think it's the same numbers as last year, pretty much. It's the same. And then the only difference is if the international colleges come, then we'll add 5 more. Yeah. So any questions about the number of seats you folks have? And so when it comes to the selection process, again, you folks are the ones who decide who comes. So it doesn't have to be first come, first serve. In fact, I think last year when we all talked about how are we going to do the selection, the options we had were first come, first serve, or have a selection criteria, but don't publicize it, or have a selection criteria and let everybody know this is our criteria. But I think the group last year decided that everyone would just have selection criteria, but just not tell people about it, right? So just depending on who comes in, then you can look to see. But the basic idea is anyone who teaches should be able to come, regardless of what their position is. Lecturer, APT, non-instructional, counselor, librarian. If they teach and they want help in their teaching, they should be able to come. UHCC employee preference. Oh, okay. This is, we prefer people who've never been before, but if you have someone who's been there like once before and it's been a while and you can't fill your other seats, then yeah, you can let them come and stuff. So I would rather you keep the seats with you. Like, so say you have someone who's been there 3-4 times, and that's your last seat to fill and you have nobody else. I would rather you just keep it for your campus than give it up. So yeah. And then consider a mix if you can, like a mix of those who teach gen ed, CTE, non-instructional, lecturers, like that kind of stuff. So just consider the mix. Um, if you have more people, hopefully you have more people than your slots allotted, then start your wait list. And me and Amy will be using that. We had to use it last time. Like there's always last minute cancellations or people get sick, and we'll be in touch with the people to say, hey, we may call you like the week before. Like I think we called somebody from Hawaii like a couple days before, and she was able to come. So we will be looking at the wait list. So make sure you start with, and then if there is a cancellation, we will go to the campus waitlist first to give first preference to that campus. And then if we're desperate to fill, we will look at everyone and we'll be like, help, can anybody help us find someone else? So sometimes I think we exhausted the wait list last time. We kind of went through and people couldn't go. So we actually didn't end up filling all 40 seats last time. I think we filled like 38 or something like that. So it's still a good number, but as much as possible, we want to fill them all if we can. And actually, it worked out pretty well that not everyone came because we had a COVID case. So we had to isolate in the room and all that stuff. So everything kind of worked out. So
Funny how the universe works.
I know. I tell you, we were very blessed. Like it was crisis, solution, crisis, solution. So for the whole time. So it worked out okay. Any questions about eligibility? Does that make sense for everybody? Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay, so registration's gonna start as soon as you want it to start. We're ready to go now. Again, because we're starting a month earlier, it's in June is when we're having great teachers, not July. So then everything's kind of pushed up. So we're just saying you can select your own RSVP date for your campus, and just allow time to confer with your chancellor. Or as they come in, you can let your chancellor know this one's okay or whatever. But I would say, however you're going to do it, just allow time for you to receive all the applications, or the interest forms, and then run the list by the chancellor. We're asking if you can let Amy and I know, just email us who's coming from your campus by March 25th. No Google form for you guys to fill out. Just email us. Email us the name and their email. Yeah. And then we'll take care of the rest. We'll reach out to them. So just so by March 25th, if you can let us know who are the names, the emails of the people you want to come. If you didn't fill all your spaces, at that time, we'll go back out to the group and say, hey, does anybody have someone? We have 3 extra spaces that campuses are giving up. Do the remaining campuses want to use those spaces? So we'll do something like that. And we'll probably just do that via email. Yeah. Any questions about that? March 25th. So we figure it'll be, if we start advertising now, that's over a month, if we can as soon as you fill your seats though, just let us know. Because if everybody fills it up, before the end of March, then that would be great. So we'll see. The main thing though, that this is my business office, what they said, super important is to emphasize that e-travel and related payments or related paperwork procedures on your campus should be done by May 16th. And that's only because people go off duty and it gets harder to contact them. So they're like, can you make sure, emphasize that e-travel stuff needs to be in by May 16th as much as possible? Because then within the next month, they'll be at Great Teachers by June 16th. So it gives a month ahead of time to have the e-travel in there. Hopefully the e-travel, the feedback I got from the people who did it was that it wasn't too bad because it's only paying for airfare. Yeah. System doesn't cover luggage, doesn't cover parking. System doesn't even cover MINE. And so now, we have that whole thing with MINE. So I don't know, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I got to talk to Della and find out that, because that could be a lot of money by the campus. I mean, typically we haven't done it. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. So as of now, the system is still only paying for airfare. So the travel requests are relatively simple. Um, and then because it's just that. Some campuses opted to pay for to give money for people's luggage or for their parking, but not everybody did, and it seemed to be okay. So we'll leave that up to the campuses to decide if they want to give any of the extra stuff. But most people, they just took the travel stuff because they got transportation once they were on Hawaii Island. They got all the food and all the lodging there. So there was no complaints about that we got. Any questions about the May 16th travel? And I'll try to also share this with the business, the fiscal officers when I meet with them. Great. And then we will be at HISSI session 3 at 2:30. So Dave Sherrill is going to be here to run it and stuff, and it'll be in room 301B. So if in your email to people, if you want to let them know. Oh wait, no, never mind. No, don't let them know because the session is really for those who have already been. Yeah. So anyone who's been, whether it was last summer or any of the years prior, then they're the ones welcome to Dave. Dave doesn't want new people in there, which makes sense because he wants them to experience it for themselves first. So it's a reunion event at HISSI. Okay. Any questions about this? The deadlines? No questions? Amy, is there anything that you want to share? Anything that we missed?
No. Nope.
Okay. And so just to kind of let you know, at 3:35, I scheduled an email to be sent to all of you folks. I'll stop share. And I can so in that email, it's basically it says Hawaii Great Teachers Recruitment. I'll go share the email with you just so that you can see some stuff. So okay. So it has the date for it. And then I put together some sample email announcements that you can use and personalize if you want to. So if you click on it, first page of it was don't worry about it. That was a save the date sample email. What you'd be looking at is from page 2. You can either do page 2, it's a sample email, a short version, or you can do page 3. Option 2 is a detailed version. And you don't even have to use this if you don't want to, but I was trying to make it as easy as possible so you can just copy and paste. In these emails, in both of these recruitment emails, we have a quick video montage that Amy put together, which is really cool, and it has all the different campus pictures in there. There's a general information sheet here as well. So there's a general information sheet that's in your sample email as well for them to look at, and it has the contact people. And then you have the option, if you want to do an interest form, you can, or if you just want them to contact you. If you want to do an interest form, we do have a sample one that you can make a copy of, and it's located here. So feel free to make a copy of this interest form. So if you click on it, it will prompt you to make a copy. And then now it's your own version when you make the copy. And then you can just, you can change the title of it. You can identify, but basically this is what you would have your campus people, if they're interested, they'd fill out this form. And then you become the owner of it. And you can use this to track your people if you want to. Again, you don't have to use this. These are just things available to you to make it the least amount of work for you. Okay.
Erin, I need access to that form.
Oh, if you click on copy, it doesn't let you make a copy.
No, I can't even get to it. It says I need to ask for access.
Try ask me for access then. If you ask for access, then it'll prompt me and then I'll give you access. It's like that. The original. Okay, Joyce, I got your email. Oh, you know what? Okay. So,
I think you gotta publish it. When I was looking at
yeah.
yours, it looked like it wasn't published.
You got to change access.
I'll change, you know what? I'm gonna put all you folks on it so that when you request a copy, then it should work. But here, you know, Joyce, I'm gonna send it to you. If you can try see if it works. Okay, so I just updated access for you, Joyce.
Okay. Yeah,
Does it work
it,
now?
it says it just says make a copy.
Yeah. So then you click on make
Yeah.
a copy and then it should be able to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my copy, right? Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's totally your copy. And
Okay.
then I'll do the same for all you folks, like for Red and Elizabeth, all you guys. I'll make sure to I'll send it to you now, the updated version. Let's see. You already have it, but I'll put Ivalani. Should I put Ivalani on this too? Just in case.
No, just leave me.
All
She
right.
just wants me to keep her updated.
Okay. All right.
Can you say it again what's not covered? Airport parking, M&IE.
Yeah. And
Anything else?
luggage.
Oh, and luggage.
So
Okay.
basically, the only thing that's covered is airfare
And
on the
ground
e-travel. Yeah. And then they can just put like, yeah, when they're doing the e-travel, they're just putting airfare on there. And they can put in the comments like lodging and food and beverage will be and transportation to and from in Hilo will be provided. So that's why it's not part of the e-travel document. So only airfare will be on the e-travel. Unless a campus decides, oh, you know what, the vice chancellor will fund, you know, luggage or parking. So some of them had that, but most did not. Any other questions? Are the forms working for people? You guys able to? And if you have trouble with the forms, then just email me and then I can make sure to give you access. Your request, Red. Red, were you able to get in?
Yeah, I got it. You're all
Oh,
set.
great.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right. How do you guys feel about advertising? I'm thinking if you can start advertising maybe by Monday, that would be really helpful. Yeah.
I like
It's
cut
good.
and paste. Thank you very much.
Mhm. But double check it like, just to make sure. And again, it's just an option for you. Please don't feel like you absolutely have to do it this way. And then in the sample emails, at the last page, there is the flyer. So it's a PNG file. So you can always just highlight it, copy, and paste it into the text of your email if you want to, like at the bottom of your email, you can do that too. And then I think the email that I sent you folks has the PDF attached in case you want to upload the PDF. You can do that too. Right, how are we feeling? Any questions? Do you guys think you'll have enough interest for the seats? Yeah. So yeah, I hope people still want to. And what we'll do is at HISSI, for those who come, we're gonna ask them if they can hype it up too, or if they can, help the campus in terms of getting people interested. So we'll see. Yeah. I don't think we'll have another meeting. I think if anything, we'll just communicate by email. But if there's any like huge discoveries or critical things that require us to come together, then we'll just do a doodle and see when everyone can meet. But I think this will be it. Feel free to just like email me or Amy anytime when you have questions and stuff. But yep, it's starting. It's starting. Yay! And again, if any of you can come, well, if you're not teaching and stuff, if any of you, you get first choice and stuff, we love any of you folks to come too. So you could take one of the slots. So, all right. Any other questions, concerns, thoughts? Are we all good? All right. Well, thank you so much. And I'll get the recording out to you folks in case you have to refer back to it. And then we'll just be keeping in touch via email. Okay? All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much for spending your afternoon with us. Take care. Uhiho. Bye.